Hello, friends. I thought I'd take a moment tonight and share with you something that I recently discovered that completely changed my prayer life and the way I pray. In fact, I wish someone would have spoke this into my life 40 years ago, because I truly believe that it would have changed a lot of things in my life for the better, and my experience with God would have been so much greater. But before I could implement what I recently learned, I had to stop doing some simple things. And one of the first things that I had to stop doing was, I called it prayer, but really, if I were to break it down to what it was begging. I begged God. I spent time just begging and tears and sobbing, and I felt like I'd have to come in and I would beg and I would plead with God. And the reality is you don't have to beg and plead with God. He simply said, ask and you shall receive. The second thing that I had to change in my life that I didn't realize I was doing, and maybe you're doing it as well, I called it praying, but the reality of it was I was really informing God. I was telling him, well, today I lost my job, and today sister so-and-so did this, and this is what upset me, and they did that, and they did this, and I was here, and this is what happened, and this is what I need. And I was just basically informing God of stuff he already knew about. He was like, yeah, I know, I was there, I seen that, I already knew that. And the reality of the other side of that is when I'm informing God, I'm basically telling him how I think he should fix it and what I think he needs to do to make things right. So here's what I learned recently that it completely changed the way I prayed. And it's this: invite him into the situation. He doesn't need my instructions. He doesn't need my direction on how to handle it. And he doesn't even need me to tell him what's wrong. He simply is just waiting on me to invite him into my situation. So the next time you pray and you got a situation and an issue, invite God into your situation. And not only will he show up, because the scripture says he inhabits the praises of his people, but he'll show up with a plan of action that will change and do above and beyond what you could even begin to think or ask. And it'll be amazing at what God does in your life. So next time you pray, don't beg, don't inform. Just invite him into the situation. Watch him turn it around.